Hey guys, this is Jonny from Subsim. I'm going to be doing a quick manual targeting tutorial today. I do apologise if there's any quality issues within the video itself, or if my voice seems to be quiet or there's breathing down the mic. I'm using Fraps to record, so not the best program for doing this. Looking at the ships right now, we have a convoy inbound, so we're going to start to attack. First thing to do is to raise your periscope fully and zoom in and literally bring your periscope across all the ships in the convoy that you can currently see, and once you've done that, as you can see there, lanes are full and there's quite a few columns. Once you've done that, go to your navigation map. As you can see, I'm now currently turning north and heading backwards to get in line with them. Right, so what you're going to do is you're going to get your ruler tool, and you are going to, from the rear middle ships, bring your lines right out, like that, and then bring parallel lines out as well. Whoops. And this will enable you to know the direction of travel and not have any problems as such. I'm going to leave that line. I'm going to redo that one.
Kontakt, Frachter, kommt näher auf 8-4.
Okay, if the lines aren't quite reaching your supposed destination, you can extend them, which is what I tend to do a lot. These lines will come in use later on in the vid, so they are important. At the moment I'm going to keep going back ahead. I'm going to keep going back emergency just to get it to the side of the convoy. So what we're going to do is we're going to mark one random ship, preferably a big target, like so. You can then go to attack power set and start your timer. Now this is where the weighting comes into it. It's a 3-minute 15 rule times by 10 on the distance. Everybody knows this is basically the equation we use to calculate the speed of ships in knots, which is distance over time equals speed. So the ship's marked, it's already moved quite fast. Just from the speed it's moving on the map, I can pretty much guess it's about 7 knots. Some people may be able to guess just by looking, but as though it's wise. Next thing you're going to do is you use your periscope and you're going to choose a good target. It's got a lot of weight, so I need to look for a decent range first. Anything within 1,000 is usually generally the best, so we're going to go for this line here, which is 3 from the end column. So zoom out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't like that ship. We will use that one. Just to warn you, there are no escorts in this convoy. Usually you take your periscope down, but because we're just doing this for tutorial purposes, there's no escort, so I don't really need to bring the periscope down. Okay, I'm going to stop the boat about there.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
Just to get the stop a bit quicker, I'll set to a head slow.
Kleine Fahrt voraus.
This is at 100% realism, by the way. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the ship to get to the 10-degree mark, which is here, and we're going to work out the angle of bow. Sorry, no we're not. We're going to wait till it gets to the 5-degree mark because we'll have an inaccurate fire mechanism. I have a feeling this is going to go a little bit wrong, so I'm going to, like I said,
Jawohl, Herr
things
Kaloin.
change
Große
during
Fahrt
attacks.
voraus.
I often change my ranges. I'm going to move forward a little bit, because I have a feeling one of these lead ships may catch my torpedo. So, we're going to attack on the 5-degree mark, and that's where we're going to work out our angle of bow very quickly and reconfirm the range and fire 2 eels at the supposed ship. I've got realism mod on, so when I go over a certain speed my periscope blurs, because I play at nothing but 100%, well usually 90 to 100%, depends how I feel. Okay, as you can see the ship is now moving very nicely into position. We're at 47 degrees, 46 degrees off our bow, so we shouldn't be too far away. One thing you guys will notice during manual targeting is there is a lot of waiting for the perfect positioning, and also you will not get as many sinks as you usually do, and this is literally down to just well, it's down to the amount of time you're going to wait between shots, etc. You're going to have 3 minutes between shots every time. So, okay, I'm going to stop the
Jawohl,
U-boat
Herr
back
Kaloin.
there.
Alle Maschinen stopp.
I wanted to get ahead of this ship down here, because otherwise he'll drive right over me and damage collision, etc. A lot of people will, when manual targeting, shoot from about 1,000 meters away from the convoy over here, wait for it to get into the same positions I'm waiting for it to get in, and fire a nice widespread salvo to try and get multiple sinks. I prefer to shoot from the mid-pack, and I know all ships are travelling at 7 knots, so it's easy to work off. All I've got to do is quickly work out the angle of bow again and fire. Okay. That's a nice big target. The most challenging thing to hit during manual targeting is a destroyer, because they change their courses quite often, and they're very good at detecting incoming torpedoes and will generally stop and speed up as they please. Right, I'm going to work out the angle of bow now. So you take your compass from, oh sorry, no, your protractor. I always get confused between the two. Your protractor from the point on your ship if you're using GWX mod, or the front of your ship. You take it out to the 5 degrees mark that you're going to be firing on, and then you put it in the direction of travel. Should be parallel to those
Kontakt,
lines that you made
Frachter,
earlier. They are
kommt
going to be
näher
the direction
auf
of travels.
3,9, mittlere Entfernung.
I know that's going to be about 84 degrees, so I can set that now. And yeah, that's about there. And I know he's going to be on about the 700
Kleine
mark,
Fahrt zurück.
so readjust. I think he's changing course slightly. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to work out the angle of bow from the actual ship itself. Right, let's